Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here, and have you ever noticed how beautiful some of these energy drink cans can be? I mean, most of them are pretty plain. They got their logo and some words on it, but some of the companies really go above and beyond to really produce a nice looking can for you guys. Well, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rank the top 10 energy drink companies with the best looking designs on them. It's coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Where on my channel I go over everyday energy for everyday people. It is primarily energy drink reviews, but I do the occasional caffeine safety video, as well as caffeinated products, as well as top lists like top 10 energy drinks, top 20 energy drink companies, the top 20 of 2022, which will be coming up at the end of December, which is going to be the top 20 of all the new drinks that came out just this year, and lots of other top lists that I think are interesting, that I hope you think are interesting, just like this video today, the top 10 best looking cans. So if that sounds like it's going to be something for you, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every Tuesday night and one on the weekends. And in today's video, as I've said numerous times already, we're going to be going over the top 10 energy drink companies with the best looking designs on them. That's right, we all know how good some of these drinks taste, but why not make them look good too? I mean, you can walk around with this in your hand if you really want, but the look people are gonna give you when they see the green monster or that sugary, yucky drink. People start judging you right then and there, sorry to say. But why do you even want to be holding a can like this plain can with a plain logo with the plain words on it? You can get some really nice looking cans in your hand that are healthier than that sugar laden drink, because once you get a better can in your hand, you'll get that little nod of approval, because if you're in the know, you know. Why not make your cans look nice, right? Don't we all want to put our best foot forward? Don't we all want to make a great first impression? That's what a can design does. It impresses you enough to say, wow, this is a really nice looking can. If they put all that time into making this can look that good, imagine the product inside of it. I wonder how this thing tastes. Never get a second chance to make a first impression. Let's go ahead and take a look at the top 10 energy drink companies for their can designs. And the way this is going to work is that I'm just going to be ranking them on each company, because if I were going to try and compare the designs of every single can that's out there, you'd only have one or two companies on the list, because some other companies really go above and beyond. So it's only going to be the companies that I'm ranking. And if I can, I will try and tell you what I think my personal favorite is, because I know a lot of you guys are going to have different favorites from these companies. But yes, this is going to be a company list and what I think the best one from that company is. So coming in at number 10, when you take a look at these drinks, why not choose a can that has actual artwork on it? I'm not just saying what the can looks like, but actual artwork put into it. Something with actual artwork has to be on the list. But most likely, if you don't watch my channel, there's a decent chance that you have not heard of this company, because it isn't overly well known, and they only have 3 flavors that I know of, at least that I reviewed, and all 3 of them have artwork on the can. The one that I have to show you is the cranberry flavor from Ipuri. Really nice graphics on there, really nice artwork. And for this video, I am actually going to put a picture right there to show you the other cans that they have, so that you can see the designs on there and you can see why, oh wow, yeah, this is a nice looking can. Coming in at number 10 is Ipuri. Now coming in at number 9, we're going in the opposite direction of being super creative and super artsy and lots of different graphics everywhere, because sometimes simplicity, if done right, can be very artistic. And when I show you this can, hopefully you know what I mean. But 3D Energy did a great job, and just look at this can. The 3D logo has its own font that I think they might have just made on their own. It's a very nice, well-designed, modern, strong font that really complements the can really well. And for this can, it is a gold can, and it's got this nice satin finish, this nice metallic look to it overall, with only just a couple of words on the bottom. As of recently, they did add what the flavors are. I believe this was one of the first cans that they put pina colada on there, as well as the 16 16 ounces, the most minimal amount of information that's on there. But if you were to look at some of the original cans, which I do have right behind me, they didn't even have the names of the drinks on them. They were just gone by color. They'd be like, oh, hey, did you try the red 3D? Or did you try the white 3D? And in my video, I actually said, well, how are you supposed to know what the flavors are? I mean, they're probably doing themselves a disservice by not telling you what the flavors are. And as of recently, or maybe the last year or so, maybe 2 years, I'm not sure when they did it. I really think it happened when they did the pina colada flavor. They've gone back and they've started labeling all of their cans with what the flavors are, so you know what you're getting, but it really doesn't distract from the elegance of their simplistic can. They did a great job with it. It's coming in number 9. Now, besides having a simplistic design, there's a lot that goes into having a simplistic design to really make it look nice. When 3D went with a minimalist approach, that's what helped it stand out, as opposed to a lot of the other cans with their logo and their name. But coming in at number 8, I think is also started off with the minimalist approach, because all they really do is have their name and logo, which is definitely its own design. They actually changed the letters of their logo, so it's not just a font that they're using. They actually designed the logo, but then they just use one artistic element to really bring you in, but that artistic element is so huge that it makes one heck of an impact when you see it. You can really see it. That one simple graphic, it really takes up the entire can, and they decided, you know what, we're gonna take this snake eye and we're just gonna put it on the entire can. We're gonna have our logo right there, and really that's all we need. Well, besides the flavor of the drink. But really, they did a really great job with this. Great looking can. If you like Venom and you go into the store, you don't have to read anything. All you gotta do is look for this eye. And that right there is great brand recognition and a really great stylish looking can, to say the least. Coming in at number 7, we have a company that uses all of the elements of graphic design. As a graphic designer myself, if you didn't know, I do graphic design. This next company took each and everything that it could do from graphic design and put it onto their can, and it works all the elements into it in such a way that it does work well together. It really is an eye-catching can, and that can is the America Red, White, and Boom. Got their logo on there. Can you hear me? I shouldn't talk this close. I know they can't hear me unless the microphone's right there. I should move it. But hopefully you saw it. They got the logo on there in a nice shiny silver metallic. It's actually embossed on there, so it has some texture to it, so it really pops off the can, literally. Then they got the words Red, White, and Boom. The boom, really big. They grabbed that text, they made it huge on there so it sticks out, but then they show you a picture of what's actually in the can. This flavor is the County Fair, and it is a blue raz energy drink, and they actually put blue raspberries on there. They didn't put any kind of like cotton candy or bubblegum on there because it is supposed to be like a cotton candy feel to it, just a little bit on the back end to give you that County Fair kind of flair. But yeah, so they actually put the blue raspberries on there for County Fair, and it has basically, like I said, all the elements from graphic design. You got the logo on there, embossed popping out, the big word boom popping out, and then a picture on there showing you what's in there, because a lot of companies have come up with interesting names. You're not going to know what County Fair tastes like. You're not going to know what Daytona Beach tastes like. You're not going to know a lot of these unique names taste like. So having a picture on the can, I really think it's almost like a requirement for any company that uses a unique name, because people are not going to know what flavor you are when they walk into a store. You want that point of sale when you walk into the store. You want people knowing what your drink is, because if they look at it and they say, I don't know what that is, they want to get out of that store. They'll just grab what they know. Someone sees this on the store shelves, which they will because it's big. They're going to look at that and be like, what is that? And then they'll see the blue raspberry on there. Picture worth 1,000 words. Now, coming in at number 6, we have, are you ready for it? I know you weren't expecting this, but we have a monster product. That's right, I give credit where credit is due, no matter how I feel about the company. In their juice line, they really went artistic with their juice line. They got a lot of nice artists in this program that they had for the juice line. And although I am a fan of the Mango Loco design that they put on there, I'm actually going with the chaotic. They got a really nice background design on there. They got some gradients and some splashes so that it goes in and out. And they even got some really nice butterflies on there. Those butterflies also carried through from their Papillon drink that they came out with. The Papillon drink was all butterflies. Papillon means butterfly. But you know, like I said, I could only pick one, but I think they did a great job with most of the art on the juiced cans. Chaotic being my favorite, but I know Mango Logo is going to be a favorite for a lot of other people. Coming in at number 5 is a company that went through several redesigns, and that company is Alani Nu. Their first set of cans, they were, they were a little bit plain and simplistic. A fairly simplistic design. You know, I didn't mind the colors when I first saw it, although they were a little bit more feminine. Come to find out that they were actually marketing to a more feminine audience, but the drinks were so amazing. Guys wanted to be drinking these things too because they were delicious, but they might have felt a little bit uncomfortable holding such a feminine drink, and maybe that might be, probably not, but it might be why they actually changed from that design to this other design that you see right there. And even though this design was an improvement, I believe, a definite improvement from what they had before, they went a little bit up from this. They used this as their baseline for their new packaging, but then for every new drink that they came out with after that, they really did start getting more creative with it. And you can tell from those regular drinks that they went with to the newer flavors that they have now, they really did go heavy on the graphics on there. This is their dream float. They put the orange on there. They have it floating on a cloud. Pictures of the creamsicles on there. Some ice cream, some vanilla ice cream, just above and beyond for the can in a very distinct style for Alani Nu. Each and every one of the cans, it doesn't, they don't switch up the design. It's almost like you can tell there's one person designing these, or they told each person that designs these things that they have to have this look and feel to them. But each of their cans look like that. When you look at what they did with the Rocket Pop, it has that same look to it. The Witch's Brew looks similar to that too. Even the Cosmic Stardust has its own look to it. I really feel like this is their third rendition, even though they didn't actually change the other cans to this new style. I'm curious to see if they will redesign that second set of cans that they came out with to what they're doing with all these newer cans. Coming in at number 4 is probably the newest company on the list. This company just came out this past year, and like I said, some companies like to put their best foot forward, and they did that with their graphics on their cans. And the one that I have to show you is my favorite of the line, and that is the Ring Pop from Rise. They did an amazing job with the colors on here, between the purple, the blue, the magenta, the yellows on here, different shades of yellow, different shades of blue and purples, and then just the Ring Pop logo itself, just doing a brand name collab and having that logo on there, nice and crisp logo, always going to help your product out, as well as images of the Ring Pop. I really like this can, but they also did a Sunny D collab. That can is really nice as well, and even for their Smarties can, they gave it a nice Smarties-esque look to it. And after coming out with that original line, which also included Tiger's Blood in their Baja flavor, they then released a Kool-Aid flavor and did an amazing job with the Kool-Aid graphics too. Alrighty, we have hit the top 3. Is your favorite company gonna be in the top 3? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think the top 3 companies are gonna be. If you have a decent idea, I'm pretty sure you have a decent idea if you follow energy drinks. But I'm not sure if you can get them all in the right order. We shall see. Let's take a look to see who is leading the creativity game when it comes to energy drinks. Coming in at number 3 is a company that pays close attention to each and every detail of their energy drink, because they put a lot of time and thought into every single aspect of their products so that they can give you a really great product with great ingredients that are going to be effective dosages in your body. And they even put on a fully transparent label so that you can see everything that you're putting into the body plus all the dosages of those ingredients. And that company is Ghost. And when a company takes that much time, that much effort and precision into making their product, do you really think that they're gonna forget about the can? No way. For each and every product that they make, you can actually see on their YouTube channel, they have a really great YouTube channel. It's all about making the brand so that you can see how these energy drinks come about, as well as behind the scenes of the company, just so you can see what great people they are, what great workers they have, what a great environment, and how they really did build their brand. And part of that building is them going from Chicago to Texas to sign off and approve each and every design on all of their tubs, as well as all the energy drink cans. And trust me, they do not sign off on the first sign. They redesign these labels, they tweak their Pantone colors to a T. If they don't like 485 because it's a little too orange and they want to go cooler, they're going to be going with a red 185. Their knowledge of the PMS Pantone book is just as extensive as their knowledge of all the ingredients in their drinks. As for the can that I chose, it is also my favorite flavor from them, and that is the Ghost Swedish Fish. All of their cans do have a symmetry between all of the cans. They all have this ripped type of look at the top and the bottom, with one of the two primary colors that are going to be on the can. Then the middle has a color as well, and the logo. That is the basis for all their cans, and then they switch it up a little bit. On this can, they have the Swedish Fish logo and a picture of the Swedish Fish, like I said previously with Rise. Having a brand name collab and putting their logo on there always really makes it look good, gives it some additional brand recognition. But their logo in general is a great logo. This can has a texture to it, and they even put on this can the scales of the fish. They're raised up so that you can feel them, and it really gives you the look of the Swedish Fish bag. This drink is Swedish Fish in a can, and they gave you a Swedish Fish can so you can know that. Now, coming in at number 2 is a company that puts out a lot of different energy drinks. They release a ton of energy drinks. And to tell you the truth, they're actually in close competition with another company that releases a ton of energy drinks. Not only that, but both of these companies are in competition for the amount of limited edition flavors that they come out with. We all know how everyone feels about limited editions, and this company definitely releases a lot of limited editions. Any guesses on what the number 2 company is? Well, I'll let you know that this company I feel is really winning out on the limited edition flavors, and that company is Raise. This is the can that I had handy. I just did a review on it this past week. No, I didn't. Spoiler alert, I got a video coming up this week on the Raise Zombie Ooze. I don't know what it is, but the review is coming up this week. I forgot what order I was going in, and I had it out here, and I decided to go with it. I was gonna actually show you the Baja Lime one, because that's got some really nice colors. But it doesn't really matter because all of their cans are really greatly designed cans. They do an amazing job with it. Not only do they have a nice looking R Raise logo on there, they can do a lot with that logo. They put multiple colors on there. They make it almost 3D-esque. And just that Raise logo pops off the can. Then for the background, they'll always have 2 different colors on the background, or 100% of a color, or then like 50% of that same color. And it has basically images to sometimes give you a hint on what's in there. This one actually has brains on it, but the Baja Lime actually shows you that there are limes on there, as well as a pineapple and some other stuff that you have in Baja, so it'll give you little hints as to what's in the drink, like brains. But then they'll usually give you like a little graphic. They put like a little zombie on there as well. So they'll really fill up this can with tons of graphics to make it eye-catching. You got the rip here. Even at the top, you got this ooze coming down off the top, which is specific just to this one. And with each and every can, they find a way to really make that flavor pop off of that can. Like I said, this is a Halloween edition, so they made it very Halloween-esque and changed whatever they could to make it more Halloweenish. And each and every one of their can has a lot of different design elements to help it really stand out on the shelves. But a lot of their cans have some really great designs, and they've only gotten better as they've been coming out with newer ones because they've been getting more creative and really just taking it to the next level. I really think they told their design department, I want to see you guys step it up from what we first came out with, because some of their first cans were definitely a lot more simplistic, and I really think that they wanted to step up their game, and they really did a great job, because I'm not even sure if they would make the list with the first ones they came out with. I really don't. I'm going to show you some of the first ones, okay? Hold on. Wasn't gonna do this, but it's me. Like, here are 2 of their first cans. So they got the really big Raise logo on there, and it's still a nice looking logo, but you know, it doesn't really exceed expectations compared to the designs on all the other cans. Think about your Monsters, think about your Reign, think about your Bang. It's just a logo right smack dab in the middle with some colors on there, a little bit of a gradient, and this would not have made the top 10 list at all. But besides those first 7 or 8 or 9 drinks that they originally came out with, After that, they started producing better graphics, and they have like over 20 or 30 flavors now, 30 something flavors now. So they have a lot of new designs on there, and like I said, they really stepped it up from what they first had, and therefore with all the designs that they have, with all the creativity that they put on their labels, they are coming in at number 2 on the top 10 energy drink companies for best looking cans. Alrighty, we have hit that number 1 spot. I am fairly positive that all of you know what the number 1 is going to be at this point, because you haven't seen it on the list. It said Caffeine Man. I know you didn't forget about this company, and I didn't. And that company is G Fuel. At this point, I would show you a can, but listen, they are so many cans. They have to be somewhere in the 40s, because at the end of last year, they were up in the low 30s, I believe, for the amount of energy drinks that they've released, and they just keep pumping out the energy drinks like crazy. They have tons of limited editions or store exclusives. You can find these things at Sheetz. You can find these at computer stores. You can find different ones at different parts of the country. You can find them now. They even have some that are in GNC. So they are all over the place. It would be nice if all the stores had all the drinks to choose from. But listen, like I said, with over 40 drinks, you're gonna have to go to different places to find these drinks. But all the cans, really nice cans, but because they have so much to work with. And listen, similar to what I just said about Ray's having a little bit more simplistic design, I'm going to show you their first can. All their cans were pretty basic, and this isn't even all that basic. If I were to do this video like a year ago, this would probably make the top 10, maybe in 8th or 9th place, because they got a really nice looking logo, really nice colors. They really do a great job with complementing their colors on there for whatever the flavor is, this one being a sour cherry. But even though it's sour cherry, they put this bright green on there because green really clashes with red, really makes it eye-popping. So they do a great job with the colors. They did a great job with their logo, and that's the word logo. They also have a graphic design element that's part of their logo, and this design on the back is a great looking G Fuel logo that is on each and every one of their cans. So this is what they're starting out with as their base, which, like I said, it would have been in the 7th, 8th, or 9th spot on the top 10 list if I did this like a couple of years ago when they first came out. But as of now, they've really stepped it up. That is the base that they work from, and then they have so many things that they work with. They have the influencers that they have, the inspired by flavors with for the Bahama Mama, Roman Atwood. They got PewDiePie. Listen, they have tons of different influencers that they work with, and they put their pictures and something that has to do with their logo on there, in addition to the graphics, the amazing graphics they already put on there. But then they also do collabs with video games. When you're able to do that, you're able to get the vector artwork, the really nice crisp artwork from the actual company itself. I mean, they put Mega Man on a can. Who doesn't like the look of Mega Man? As well as Naruto, as well as Naruto. So I know I'm gonna butcher it, but then they put video games, but that's anime, so that's not even a video game. But they got Sonic, really nice looking can. They got Nemesis from Resident Evil. So they can put all these video game characters on there. They can put all these influencers on there for pictures to make it more interesting. But they even do like collabs with movies. So you can get someone like Ryan Reynolds on your can. Who doesn't want a hottie on their can like that, right? But if he's not your thing, you can pick up the Compound V and get Starlight or Homelander. But they seem to have limitless options for what they can do with their can. And even when they aren't doing a collab or an influence by flavor, they'll still find a way to put some really interesting graphics on there. They did a Target exclusive, and they put these little splashes on there, and then these flying watermelons or something. I forget what they are, but they put these really cute little characters on there, and they just do a really great job with all of their graphics. No matter what the case is, they're gonna make a nice looking can. They're never going back to that first original, somewhat simplistic can that still would have been on the top 10 list back then. But from now on, they are in the number 1 spot because they do a great job with all their graphics on all their cans. Great job to G Fuel. Thank you so much for joining me. Wait, did I say which was my favorite G Fuel? I didn't say which was my favorite. There's so many to choose from. I don't know which one to choose. They're great. Would I go with my favorite flavor? I'd be inclined to go with my favorite flavor, the Miami Nights, but they did a good job with the Miami Nights too. They made it look like a Miami Vice kind of can. But yeah, I can't pick one. Too many options, too many good options. It's like me being at a restaurant, a really good restaurant that has like 4 things on the menu that I want, that I know are all super good, and I just gotta like close my eyes and point to it. I could do that for the can. What am I gonna do? That one. Is that a G Fuel can? Oh yeah. Sour Chug Rug. Actually, that is a really nice can. I like those blues on there. Sour Chug Rug. But anyway, back in this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Leave me a comment down below what your favorite looking can is. And if you're like me and you can't just pick one, go ahead. List 3, list 5, list 10, list however many you want. Because I want to know what cans you guys think are the best. And let me know if you think that I missed one. And there were some runner-ups. Like Red Bull has some runner-ups that has some pictures on there. And Rockstar has some that has some nice graphics on it too, but they were runners up. I got you the top 10 that I feel were the best in my opinion. So until next time, have yourselves a great day. Or night. Those butterflies also carried through from their papillon drink that they came out with.